estate coach Craig Proctor. Thank you for joining me today as we talk about how to improve your buyer offer. How is it that we can attract high quality buyers and sellers by making an offer they can't resist? So what it's going to come down to is the words that come out of your mouth. And if you've got good words that come out of your mouth that attract buyers, then you can multiply the effectiveness of the words that come out of your mouth with advertising and marketing. If you've got a weak offer, that means the words that come out of your mouth are not effective, and probably what you're saying in your advertising not effective as well. Now, it's not your fault. See, when we get into real estate, we are taught to go about this a certain way. So we're going to look at probably the mistake that you're making and it's not your fault. You're simply doing what they taught you to do. You're making an offer to buyers and sellers. It's just simply not effective. Then we're going to show you how to improve this, okay? And I have experienced massive changes in my own real estate business from making these changes, and I've taught thousands of real estate agents from all over the United States and Canada how to improve their business by improving the offer they make to buyers. So if you haven't checked in, do so right now. Let us know what marketplace, what city and state or city and province that you operate in. We get lots of referrals here in Craig Proctor Nation. So roll up your sleeves and we're going to get ready to talk about how to improve your offer, how to make more money by not doing more, not spending more, but making what you do and what you're already spending money on way more effective. So let's look at what we were taught to say to buyers. So your big offer to buyers, if you're like me, was, would you like me to email you the daily updates on MLS? I'm a good negotiator. I've lived in this city my entire life, right? I really care about my clients. Those are the type of things that we're taught to say to buyers. And let's break this down. First of all, I think you would agree, all the information that's on MLS, the buyers can get by themselves, right? They don't need us. And if we look at the way you operate, you would rather get information on your own before you speak to a salesperson, right? Let's be honest. So that's what the buyers are doing. The buyers, when you make an offer of, hey, we're going to email you what's on the internet, they're like, no, I'm good. It's something they believe they can do on their own. It's also the same offer that all the other real estate agents are making. So we're going to show you how to improve that, how to change that up. Let's look at some of the other things that you would offer, you would say to a buyer, I'm a great negotiator. Well, here's the problem with this. I believe you're a great negotiator, but the buyers believe that now they can get access to all the information on all the homes on the internet. They can now find out who the listing agent is. And what some of the buyers believe is they're better off without you. They're better to go around you, go directly to the listing agent, and they believe they can save more money by negotiating directly with the listing agent. So these arguments or benefits that we were taught to say to buyers are becoming less and less effective. But don't worry, I'm going to show you how to improve this, how to change this up. And then other things that we might say to a buyer is, I've lived in this area, I know the area, I work really hard, I care about my clients. Well, that's kind of assumed, right? I don't think there's many real estate agents you compete with that say they're lazy or they don't care about their clients, right? So let's go back to how you buy things. Okay, if you were going to buy a big ticket item, you're going to buy a car, let's say. How many of you would just go into the car dealership and talk to the salesperson as the starting point versus how many of you would maybe do a little bit of research online? Right? Maybe you do a little bit of research, and by the time you get to the car dealership, you probably know more about that car, the models, the colors it comes in, than perhaps a salesperson. And the other thing that we're thinking as buyers is, does this salesperson really have my best interest in mind? Is the car salesperson just going to try to sell me a car that they currently have in inventory? Or they're going to try to sell me a car that they make more money selling me this car. And maybe they're not going to tell me about other cars, right? So this is going through the minds of buyers when it comes to real estate, right? They've heard these stories and they're suspicious that, well, real estate agents are just going to try to sell me a house where they get paid the most amount of money, right? Maybe they won't tell me about other houses, right? So this is the barrier. And I want to teach you how to improve this. The key is this. And by the way, if this makes sense, smash the like button. Okay, if you're with me on this, if you feel like, yeah, you know what? My offer used to work a lot better, when they didn't have access to everything on the internet. And some of these internet websites, by the way, offer more information than real estate agents. I've got one site that I access all the time, and it gives me the walk score, talks about all the restaurants, tells me about the average income of the people that live there. It tells me, the history of prices. It tells me everything that I'd want to know and more about any particular area. It gives me all the solds. So, today, unfortunately, the buyers can actually get better information online than they can get from real estate agents. How many of you are aware of that? Okay, you agree. Give me a thumbs up. Now, look, I'm not diminishing real estate agents, right? I mean, I'm a real estate agent. So I want to show you, though, how we can add value to them, okay? So we agree that people don't like to answer the phone. They really don't want to meet with us. I mean, they were really taught that during the pandemic, don't meet with anybody, and that's kind of carried through. In fact, imagine if you were, you wanted to buy life insurance. And to find out about life insurance, imagine if you had to have 3 life insurance salespeople come over to your house and sit at your kitchen table and pitch you life insurance. I mean, not something we really want to do, right? You'd probably start your search online, right? So the presentation of you needs to be made online. That's what I'm doing for you right now, right? I'm giving you a presentation. Hope you like it. Again, if you do, smash the like button. But I didn't call you, right? I didn't call you and say, hey, we're having a meeting here today. I'm certainly not sitting in your kitchen table, but I can show you, who Craig Proctor is and what I do and be helpful, right? Well, you can do this with your clients as well, but we need to know what to say. So write this down. Here's the secret. You have to offer buyers things that they really, really want that they don't know how to get on their own, and it's not being offered by other real estate agents. Let me repeat it to make sure you got it. It only makes sense, right? You can't offer them stuff that they can get on their own. That's why they say, no, thank you. I'm good. I've already got another agent. I'm not thinking of moving, because it's not a personal reflection on you. It's just they're not interested in the offer that you've been taught to say. Yeah, you've been taught to say, I'll email the daily updates. I'm really good. I care about your business. I'll negotiate the best price. No, they're not accepting that as well as they used to. So here's what we're going to do. Instead of just saying, I can get you access or email you the daily updates from all the homes from all the different real estate agents, which they can do on their own, I want you to add this, plus, or in addition, or also, I can get you access to unlisted and off-market homes, distress sales, and bank foreclosures. Okay, now if you add that, you've got something, because the buyers don't know how to do that. Now, don't get your knickers in a knot here about how to do this yet. We'll get into how to do it in a minute. But how many of you would agree, okay, let me know in the comments below, how many of you would agree that that would be a great offer to make, right? You don't know how to do it yet. You don't know how to access the unlisted and off-market properties, or you might think, well, I can't do that. That's a pocket listing. Nope, everything is completely legal. We show you how to do it here. But just give me a thumbs up, smash the like button, or let me know in the comments, do you agree if you could say to the buyers, instead of, hey, I'll email you what's on the internet, if you could say, in addition, I can get you access to homes that are not available to the open public. Okay, in addition, I can get you access to homes that are not available to the open public, like unlisted and off-market properties. Well, how would you do that? Well, you tell us what you're looking for. We would go into that neighborhood and we contact the sellers, the homeowners rather, they're not sellers yet, they're homeowners, And we say, we've got this buyer, and we're very specific about you without giving your name. And we're looking for homeowners who haven't yet listed their home for sale but want to sell. Okay, now, that means your buyer would literally be the only buyer that would know about this property. Now, this is not a pocket listing. Nobody said anything about listing a property, right? So we contact the homeowners in that area. We show you how to do that. And some of the homeowners have this attitude like, yeah, if I could avoid the traditional painful way of selling my home, weeks or months on the market and showings and all that stuff, and you really had a buyer that would pay top dollar for my home, I would be interested. You're going to go over and look at the house. Now, if the house is a good match, we get them signed to a commission agreement, not a listing. Because if you list it, now you got to submit it to MLS, right? Because it's now a pocket listing. But if the agreement, the commission agreement says, if I bring a buyer, you're going to pay me a commission. You're not representing them. You're not listing it. It's not technically a listing at all. Then you would go back to your buyer and you would show your buyer the property. And if your buyer likes it, great. You've got a transaction. And your buyer now is going to list their home with you. Okay? So we have ways of finding out who wants to sell. And we know this is a thing, right? All these iBuyer companies that are out there, Open Door, OfferPad, what do they cater to? They cater to homeowners that just want to get their home sold and don't want to go through weeks and months of having their home for sale and making repairs. Okay, there's certainty in this. Now, people like convenience. This is a big thing, right? It's the same reason that you pull up your Uber Eats app, right? And maybe Subway Sub is 10 minutes away from your house, right? You could easily get there, but you'll pay $20 for the $8 sub convenience, right? They deliver it to you. So sellers are willing to do things to avoid the traditional way of selling. Now, I'm not saying all the sellers in the neighborhood are thinking of moving. I'm not suggesting that all the sellers that are thinking of moving would be interested in this, but you don't need them all because you've got one buyer. Imagine making this offer to a buyer. Imagine saying to the buyer, I am not going to just be passive about this and wait for another agent to list a home and hopefully you like it. We'll do that too, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to roll up my sleeves. I'm going to go into those neighborhoods that you're interested in. I'm going to find you a homeowner before they've decided to list their home, and I'm going to see if they're interested in selling it to you. Boom. Now you got something. Right now you've got something that the buyer doesn't know how to do on their own. It's not something being offered by other real estate agents. And now they want to work with you, right? You need a commitment. You're not going to do this work without some type of commitment from the buyer. So you've got yourself a buyer. Now, how many clients do you have, right, that would like to move? They would like to list their home and move, except for they can't find a property. They can't find something on the open market. So what do? We create our own inventory, right? We find them a property. You probably have homeowners right now that they want to move, but if you brought them an offer for 10% more than their house is worth, they would not take that offer. They wouldn't accept it. Why? Because they don't know where they're going to move to. What, are they going to be homeless? So when you help your buyers find a property, if they've got a house to sell, you're going to get that listing as well. Okay, now we've also got distress sales. Well, what are distress sales? It's your your perception of what a distress sale is. It could be vacant properties. They could be bank foreclosures. Sometimes it'll say bank owned. Now, remember, this is all perception because as real estate agents, let me ask you this. How many times have you seen a bank foreclosure that's not a good deal? Let me know in the comments. How many times have you seen a bank foreclosure? Come on MLS, it's like that's not a good deal at all. It doesn't matter. The perception that buyers have, bank foreclosures are a good deal. Remember, this is about you making an offer so buyers call you. That's the new call to action. We're not driving them to a landing page. We're not buying Zillow leads where you got to call hundreds of people to get 3 or 4 on the phone. They're not answering the phone. You got to get them to call you. Well, they don't want to call a salesperson. That's right. So your offer has to be so big that the buyers are willing to do something that they really don't want to do, which is picking up the phone and calling you and saying, how does this work? Now, is that a better offer than we're going to email you the daily updates of the homes you can see by yourself on the internet? I'm really good. I care about my customers, right? That's what we were taught to say. That's what I was taught to say. That offer falls on deaf ears. Look, there's a reason why I went from a brand new real estate agent where nobody knew me, I was failing massively in this business, to the number one RE/MAX agent in the entire world for commissions earned within 36 months of having my license. True story, check it out. And I kept being the top RE/MAX agent in the world over and over and over, selling 400 to 500 homes every year because I mastered the marketing part of it, right? If you've got a great offer, people will come to you. If your offer is average, you got a weak offer, it doesn't matter where you advertise your weak offer. This is why I have real estate agents say to me, well, nothing's really working. Facebook doesn't work. Google pay-per-click doesn't work. Direct mail doesn't work. Of course, nothing's working for them because it's their offer. It's the offer they're using in their marketing. So first, we test it out for free with the words that come out of your mouth. Again, it's not costing me anything to talk to you guys today. When you start to do this with buyers and you prove to yourself this really works, then you can amp it up. You can expand your words and multiply the effectiveness of your words to thousands or tens of thousands of buyers and sellers in your marketplace using online marketing. By the way, if I Google you, what do I see right now? If I Google you, if you agree that buyers start their search online, that's how we start the process of buying any big ticket product or service, what comes up? Do I know who you are? Do I know what you do? Do I know what services you provide? Remember, this is what I'm doing right now. Isn't this proof that this works? You've been on with me now for about 16 minutes, okay? I didn't call you. I didn't have to come over to your house to give a presentation. I'm giving you a really good presentation right now. Now imagine, we teach you how to do this. But it's not just you going onto social media. You're probably doing that right now. And you might be saying, well, you know what? Maybe I'm creating an awareness. Maybe people get to know who I am. Yeah, that's a good start. People got to know who you are. But here's the problem with just creating an awareness. Let me prove that's not enough. How many of you have had a good friend or a relative list their home or buy a home with another agent? Let me know in chat. Let me know. Has that happened to you? Let me know in comments. You've had someone it hurt your feelings, right? Now, that just goes to prove they knew who you were, but they didn't use you. So marketing and advertising has to be much more than simply creating an awareness. And this is where a lot of social media people, they don't get it. They spend hours doing videos. Oh, these are the 5 top restaurants in town. And here's what's going on. Nobody cares, right? People care about what's in it for them. They're all listening to the same radio station, WIFM. WIFM, what's in it for me? Okay, if you guys are digging this, make sure you follow my page. Okay, if you have not smashed the like button right now, or give me a little heart, take care of that right now. Go do this. I'm going to show you why this is important. If you interact, if you leave a comment, if you smash the blue like button, the thumbs up button, okay, if you smash the little heart, you're interacting with this Facebook presentation. Facebook algorithm says, oh my God, this must be an important presentation, and they show this to more real estate agents. I'm sharing this with you because this is how you want to engage when you're going live in your marketplace. You want to get interaction. You want to get people leaving comments, liking it, sharing it. You also can share this. If you found it helpful, share this with other real estate agents. Hit the share button. Okay, now, I got a lot more for you here today. First of all, I'm going to offer you guys a report. Okay, if you want this free report, okay, how to attract high quality buyers and sellers by making an offer they simply cannot resist, I want you to type in your email address below. You type in your email address below, and I'm going to send this out to you. Look at this. Look how thick this thing is. Okay, now, why am I doing this? Why am I helping you for free? Because I want this to work for you. I would love you to be a client of mine, so I pay it forward. The best way for me to prove to you that I can really help you is I'm just going to help you. So that's why you want to follow this page. So when I go live, you get my helpful stuff. I send out information. I also have a private Facebook group. If you want to hang around with Craig Proctor realtors, longtime Craig Proctor members that are making millions of dollars a year, you want to be part of my private Facebook group. If you'd like an invitation, type into the comments below, private group. Okay, type in private group and I'll get you an invitation. We've got about 8,000 realtors that are part of my private group. Okay, I got a couple more ideas for you. Another problem we have in real estate is a lack of accountability. We have real estate agents running around making promises like, I promise great service. I guarantee great service. I guarantee to find you the right house. I guarantee to sell your home fast for top dollar. Guarantee is very loose language, these promises. Here's how we're going to fix that. I want you to make a guarantee to a buyer that if they're not happy with you, you guarantee you'll cancel the buyer contract. And you give them in writing everything they can expect from you. And you say, here's my list of the things I'm going to do. And if I don't do anything on this list, you can cancel this buyer contract, this buyer agreement at any time. Okay, before they buy a house, of course. How about this one? Instead of saying, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, I'm a great negotiator. I'm going to negotiate. I'm going to get you the lowest price. I'm going to get you the best price. What if you said this? What if you said, I'm so confident in my ability to negotiate for you that I guarantee to save you X amount of dollars off the asking price of any home you purchase using my services. And if I fail to save you X amount of dollars, I'll deduct $1,000 off my commission. It'll go to you on closing. See, there's a consequence. We're putting our money where our mouth is. Here's what most agents would say. I guarantee great service. And if the service sucks, well, what? Well, yeah, my service sucks, right? I guarantee to sell your home in 90 days. Or what? Well, it expires. See, there's no teeth. This is how you set yourself apart from other agents. You have a guarantee that's very specific, that has a consequence that means you lose and they win. And that's what they believe in, right? This is what we need to offer today in a very skeptical world. People are skeptical of salespeople. So let's amp it up. How about this? This is my love it or leave it buyer guarantee. I want to sell you the right house, not just any house. And I guarantee that you're going to love the home that we sell you. But anytime within the next 18 months, if you don't love the home that I sell you, let me know and I'll sell it for free. You won't pay me a listing commission. They'll have to pay the buyer broker, if there still is buyer broker commission then, which they probably won't. But I will sell it for free. They get the feeling now, you know what, this real estate agent's really looking out for me. They're not trying to sell me a home. They're trying to sell me the right house. So when we start to put all this together, okay, when you start to combine all these offers, what happens to you is what happened to me. Who was I? I was a nobody when I got into real estate. I never sold anything in my life. I didn't know anything about marketing, and I tried to do it the old way. I did what my broker told me to do. I sat in open houses. I knocked on doors. I called a bunch of leads and nobody answered the phone, right? I made lame offers. Hey, would you like me to email you the houses that are on the internet? Look, it's not your fault, okay? And it wasn't my fault either, but I'm here to help you, okay? It's very important that you get help in your real estate business, okay? Whether it's me or somebody else. But here's the way I look at it. If you're going to get somebody to help you, you better make sure that that person that's helping you has walked the talk, okay? That they've made millions of dollars selling real estate. Way too many gurus and coaches and whatever they call them, giving advice when they were never successful as real estate agents, right? Like, somebody that's poor can't show you how to get rich, right? It's common sense. I can't give you advice on heart surgery. I've never been a doctor and I've never performed any heart surgery, but that's what's happening in our industry. It's like the blind leading the blind. If you would like to have a call with my team, we do it over Zoom. It's $0, and we'd be happy to talk to you about your business. We would listen to you. We would care about you. We would ask you important questions, and just the questions we ask you will get you thinking, hey, you know what? That's a good question. I should know the answers to these things. What do you got to lose by jumping on a call with us? Okay, if someone could type into the comments below, proctorsupport.com. I support you. No space, proctorsupport.com. If you could type that in, when it's typed in, it's a clickable link, and you'll go to my day timer and you can book a day and a time. Do you feel I care about you? If you don't, then obviously you don't do this. But if you feel this is real, okay, if this makes sense to you, if you've heard all the other gurus, you've listened, if you know you're a good person, you know you're working hard, if you really care about your clients, what you need is just better offers. It'll change everything. Look what it did to me. And I've created more millionaire real estate agents than any other coach or trainer or guru out there today. And I want to introduce them to you. Be part of my private Facebook group. Make sure you follow this page so every single time I go live, you get all the information. Get the free report. Okay, type in your email address and we'll send the report out to you. I hope you found this extremely helpful. Let me know if you did, guys. Again, smash the like button. Maybe give me a little heart if you found this extremely helpful. I made a presentation to you today. I want to show you how to take things that buyers and sellers really care about in your marketplace, and you're going to be in front of them. And as soon as they watch your stuff, just like you watching mine, they're pixeled. That's why you start to see me all the time in your newsfeed. You watch it once, and then we retarget you. I want to teach you how to do that. So you're not just there, you're not just like a celebrity, you're actually saying something important to them. And here's what happens. When they're ready to buy or sell, they pick up the phone and they call you. That's the call to action. Be damned with calling hundreds of people to get 4 or 5 on the phone. Stop cold calling, door knocking, buying all these nonsense leads that you know are not leads at all. That's why when you finally get them on the phone, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Somebody was playing with my phone. I'm not interested in moving. Be in charge of your own marketing. You don't have to have a creative bone in your body. I figured it all out. All you got to do is copy it. So let me know if you've enjoyed this today. I certainly enjoyed being here, and I'll see you again next time. Everybody have a great day. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor. Thank you for watching. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are 2 important things, and both are totally free. Number 1 is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.